Hi guys, Miss Melton here. So we just took a look at artist Roberto Mamani, and I'm going to show you guys how to make a sun painting that is sort of inspired by his style. So I'm going to give you guys a piece of this watercolor paper. Now let's talk about how to kind of prevent mistakes from happening. So you guys know that I will never give you a second piece of final paper. So you need to think about the ways that you can prevent mistakes from happening, or how you can deal with them if they do happen. So first and foremost, it's always a really good idea to draw in pencil first, because you can always erase. If your pencil does not have an eraser, you should have some big white erasers at your table. So that's always a really good idea. Another good idea is to test your idea first. So you can go and grab some free draw paper, take as much of it as you need, and you can draw some of your ideas out. So here are some that I was drawing earlier, and I kind of decided I liked this one right here. So you can practice some of your drawings first. And don't worry if you don't have a starting point, or if you don't have an idea. I'm going to put some examples up on the board. So we're going to be doing something kind of silly. I'm going to have you guys drawing with white crayon. So the tricky thing about a white crayon is that you can't see it on your paper. Now, I already have one drawn here. You guys can't see it on the camera, but in person, I actually can kind of see the white crayon a little bit, especially if I sort of move my paper back and forth. I can see sort of the reflection of it, so you can see it. It's just a little hard to see. The other thing about white crayon is that what we're going to do is when we paint over it, all of the white crayon is going to show through, because what you're doing is you're creating a crayon resist. So you guys kind of did this with the line paintings, where you draw with crayon and you paint over it, and the crayon will still show up, right? It's resisting the paint. So that's what we're going to be doing with the white crayon. The thing you have to kind of be careful about is that if you draw really lightly, like a little feather, you don't press down very hard, the crayon resist trick is not going to work. You have to really, really press down on your paper. You don't want to break the crayon, but you have to press down hard enough or you won't be able to see it. So like I'll show you. I'll do a really light little crayon there, and then here I'll really press down. Almost broke my crayon there. It's going a little too hard. Especially if you use a darker color, like let's use black paint, and I'll show you guys with this light little crayon mark I did there. You can barely see it, but if I go over this one, you can see it a lot better. Sometimes you also have to sort of move your paint around. So if you have like a big sort of puddle of water or paint, you have to sort of move it around so you can actually see it. If you leave a big puddle of paint on there, then you're not going to be able to see your crayon. So those are just like some things to keep in mind. But let's go back over to the one that I already drew. I'll turn it this way so it's facing you guys. And I'm going to start painting it. This is really however you want to do it. His paintings were usually pretty colorful, so I'm going to try to use quite a bit of color, but let's see if my crayon trick works. There it goes. You guys can see all of my white crayon marks kind of showing up. So that looks pretty cool. I think I'm just going to do sort of little blocks of color, but you can do it however you want to do it. And that's pretty much it. I'm just going to keep painting over my sun, and that is all there is to it. Hope you guys enjoy.